Hey guys, MCU Collector here with another figure review. Next up is the Hasbro Marvel Legends series Retro Spider-Man Webman. So this figure has released out in Canada. Big shout out to Toy Snowman for getting my order shipped out right away. And it got here in like 4 days with the expedited US shipping. They are based in Canada. Link in the video description below. I'll have my referral link and the link to the actual Webman figure. Again, remember those prices on the website are Canadian dollar. So they're going to look higher than they really are, and then of course shipping is going to be more expensive than your usual site because it would be coming from Canada. So just a heads up on that. But ToySnowman.com, they're an awesome site to work with. Amir, the guy that that actually runs the shop, it is his shop. He also has a YouTube channel which I'll include in the video description below. Gives a lot of insight into kind of the business and what he's seeing with orders, that kind of thing. It's actually really interesting to check out, and he'll like, from time to time he'll show off kind of what he's received. So like he's got the G.I. Joe Snake Eyes Alpha Commandos with Timber, and then he got Webman kind of at the same time, so that was pretty cool. But anyway, let's get right to it. The wonderful retro packaging for Spider-Man, very ToyBiz inspired Spider-Man the Animated Series. You see here we have that artwork for Webman. It reads inverted design. You can see he comes with different hands. He has 2 wall crawling hands, 2 whipping hands, and fists out of the package. Looks really, really cool. The card is actually really beautiful. I got 2 of them from Toy Snowman, and both cards are like in perfect condition. I'm almost sad to kind of rip one open. But I gotta rip it open. I'm very excited for the figure. Here at the back of the package, you could see the little hand swap gimmick that they would put on here. The bio reads, a product of Dr. Doom's twin machine, Webman is the opposite of Spider-Man in every way. Pretty interesting. I'm actually not familiar with Webman, so I'm actually going to be looking up a little bit about it. It is pretty interesting. All that I can really tell is that he has the inverted design of the red and the blue. So, going to be interesting. Let's get this bad boy opened up. Okay, and here is the Webman figure out of the package in no special pose. I just have his arms out. And it is really cool. The whole inverted thing is a pretty interesting concept. I did look up some information on Webman, and it sounds like he was pretty easy to defeat. Because if he's the opposite traits of Spider-Man and Peter Parker, remember Peter Parker is a genius, so Webman was really stupid and easily defeatable. So it's kind of interesting and funny. Now, the other thing is this figure with the inverted colors, you know, based on the old artwork at the time, I feel like maybe the blue is a little bit bright and the red might be a little bit bright. I think it would have been nice in my leg on Pizza Spider-Man. There's really warped there, but if we're going to do the inverted colors, I would have liked for it to have matched one of the previous Spider-Man figures that we got, but it just doesn't. Like, the red is really bright, the blue is very light blue, so there's no true opposite Spider-Man figure that we have that would really work. So that's just a little unfortunate. You know, it's not that big of a deal, but it would have been really cool to actually have 2 figures that were basically the same exact colors, just the inverts and opposites of each other. But it is what it is. Anyway, let's zoom in and take a look at the details of Webman, because the web lines on there, just like Hasbro has done previously, like with these 2 figures in particular, it came out very clean, very nicely done. Okay, so here is an up-close look, and just look at the web pattern on the suit. It just looks really, really nice. I really, really like the way it came out looking. The spider logo design there in the center is different from anything that we have seen before. And so it's kind of interesting. You can see like those top legs just kind of stick out straight out a little bit, which is cool. But the web line pattern on there is just, it's done very, very nice. This particular head sculpt is one that we have seen before. I believe with Spider-Man UK was the first one to use it, where it has really that wide face, whereas like the other Spider-Man figures, the head sculpts just are not nearly as wide, even with like the retro Spider-Man with the new head sculpt. So this one just has the wide one, but it hides it okay with the blue looking straight on, but you can see like the jawline is pretty wide compared to others. We get the black around the white lenses, and then that's it. So we mostly have like red plastic throughout, but we got the little bit of that blue. We get that spider logo there on the back with the peg hole in the back, but the web lines look good throughout the entirety of the figure, so I'm very, very pleased with the way it came out looking. The only thing is that we're still getting old use of mold. So these arms are old, so we get those pins. So just like with a lot of the other damn Spider-Man figures, actually pretty much all of the Spider-Man figures, right? So we get those pins that show off on the inside of the arms, but not the outside. So it sucks. So I can't wait till we get a pinless Spider-Man figure. Eventually, whenever that will happen, we'll get one. Hopefully it'll also come with web crawling hands, because regular Spider-Man figures tend to not, but Webman does. I know that was one of the criticisms when this figure was first announced. Like, why does this guy have wall crawling hands, but this guy didn't? And other Spider-Man figures don't. I think 2099 may have even come with wall crawling hands, right? So it's just one of those things. I don't understand the decisions that get made. I'm sure there are like reasons for it, but you know, who knows what those reasons are. But let's zoom out for the articulation. Okay, so Webman, he can look down that much. He can look all the way up that much, which is really good. So if you're going to do wall crawling, he can look up. So that is awesome. Full rotation in there, of course. Tiny bit of pivot going on. You can get the arm to go up only that much. I feel like that's... There we go. We can get it to go straight out there. You get a full rotation. We have the butterfly joint because this is the Spider-Man 2099 body mold. So we can get it to go back, and the web pattern continues on. There you can come in, forward that much, which is cool. We have the upper bicep swivel, double jointed elbow, which gives us that much bend at the elbow. So not the best, but not the worst that we've seen from Hasbro. Wrist swivel, and they do hinge. We have the ab crunch, so he can crunch forward this much, like so. He can go back ever so slightly, and the web lines do continue on, which is really good. We have that waist swivel there. Legs go out that far apart. He can kick forward that high. Leg goes back a little bit. We have an upper thigh cut there. Double jointed knee, like so. There are pins in there, but it's all red, so it's not a problem on this figure. Calf swivel at the top of the blue portion of the boot. Foot hinges down, hinges up slightly. Ankle pivot, peg holes at the bottom of the feet. So this is my favorite body mold, so it still continues to not disappoint. So I'm very happy with it. But yes, I understand that we should be getting all Spider-Man figures on this body mold at this point. Why that is not being done, I don't know. You know, there's been a lot of interviews lately with the Hasbro Marvel Legends Big Three, the team. Dwight has said that with certain body parts and molds and tooling, depending on what is currently in production, that they are not able, there's only so much tooling available that they are not able to use certain things at certain times due to what's currently in production. Now, with that being said, what the hell could possibly be in production that would stop any tooling or any figure to have used the tooling from this figure? I don't know. I hope, I pray that something is coming with this body mold again, that they cannot be using that tooling because something is coming. Is something coming? I literally have no idea, but I can only hope that something would be coming that would tie up this tooling to be used for any Spider-Man figures, because they should all be on this body mold at this point. I understand that. I don't know why that is not happening. With these retro figures, a lot of folks do keep them on card to collect, so maybe it's not as big an issue to them. For me, it's not that big of an issue, but yes, I will acknowledge that. Again, it should be on this body mold. But it does look really cool on card in the packaging. So you guys let me know down in the comments below. Are you getting one to open, or are you getting it strictly to keep mint on card, maybe hang up on the wall, or however you do your display? You let me know in the comments below. Okay, and here are some side-by-sides real quick. We have Webman next to Dr. Doom, as well as the retro Spider-Man figure, so you can kind of get an idea for all the different size comparisons and whatnot. Again, I would really like an opposite of this figure with the same colors, or Webman to have been these colors, but, you know, the inverted, but sadly, we did not get it that way. Okay, and there is my review of the Webman figure. You guys let me know down in the comments below what you think of this figure. What do you think of the colors? Are you disappointed a little bit like I am with the red and blue not matching any previous Spider-Man figure that we have already gotten? Let me know down in the comments below. Again, check out ToySnowman.com for your action figure needs. Again, they are based in Canada, and Canada has been getting a lot of figures in before the US, so keep an eye on there. Again, I have a referral link and a direct link to the Webman figure in the the comment section, not the comments, the video description below. If you guys like this video, please do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. And as always, thank you for watching.